Yes, indeed. So we're going to get into some different content, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into YouTube. All right. So this is going to be YouTube. This is a brother that makes, I think he was making like 200,000, something like that. He's like a basketball player. I'm not sure if any of y'all are familiar with this guy. Y'all familiar with him?
I
Ever
ain't
seen him
sure yet.
before? Yeah, I want to say. Oh, y'all still can't see the screen?
No, I can see him. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this content real quick. I'm just gonna let them cook.
I got into a little relationship
Yeah.
with a girl who's from a city that I'm not from. And
What city? What city was she from?
That's a little bit of the expectation, and it was cool. Like, because at the end of the day, if you love someone, if you care about someone, it's a better feeling to take care of them than it is to
Right.
like. I'd rather buy her something, buy her a little bag, or buy her this than buy myself something. That's
How
a good
long were
feeling.
you in a relationship for?
I was talking to her for probably like a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give me an estimate. How much money did MPJ spend in that year and a half?
nothing crazy. I mean, probably like, but then I end up like telling her I'll split her rent with her. You know what I'm saying? I end up
You
buying her.
hold on.
Yeah, dog.
I know you
folded.
don't. I know you
I
not
folded.
worth $200 million and was
Meal.
splitting rent with your
Oh, you talking
ex-girlfriend.
about that I should pay for the whole thing?
Absolutely. Hold on. $200 million deal and you was splitting rent with your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah. Because if you around me, I want to know you're here for
I'm
the right
taking
intention.
a fucking shot. Like, what are you talking about? The right decision? You worth $200 million. Her rent was
Look,
probably $3,000,
look,
bro.
okay, but
she
look.
killing herself to make half, and then she always with you.
But look,
How
if
is she
you
even
if you
making
willing,
that half?
okay. First of
Take
all,
a shot of your water, just so everybody knows.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is water. Take a
shot of my water, man.
Cheers.
Season coming up.
This
Cheers,
is
my brother.
crazy.
So
I know you lying.
check this out. Check this out.
You cheap, brother.
Check this out. Let me get into this.
Yeah.
It's very hard when you have money, as you know, to tell a woman's intentions, right? So
Right.
I had never, people call it tricking. I had never spent money on it. I had never bought girl expensive gifts before this last girl. And it was cool to do. Like, I liked making sure she was fly. I liked making sure she had nice things.
Right.
But I still wanted to know that she was with me for like the right reasons. You know what I mean? Because every dude in this particular person's past had money. So I never wanted to feel like a girl was just with me because of what I have and what I could give her, which, you know, that's not a bad thing. If a woman says that her type needs to have money or she's only going to be attracted to do with money, I'm not saying that's wrong, because at the end of the day, a man is supposed to provide for a woman.
Right.
But
She was providing half the rent.
no, so watch this. I'm just saying,
She
so
just
my
had to be half your
mindset,
girlfriend.
my mindset was like, okay, I still want to know she's in this for the right reasons. So she's looking for a new apartment and she's looking at these different apartments, you know, in her price range or whatever.
Right.
And I'm not gonna live with a girl until I'm married. I feel like if you move in with a girl, you're living with a girl, you're dang near married. So I never wanted to do that. So
So you never lived with any of your
never
girlfriends?
live with a girl. Nah, I'm not doing that till I'm married. So basically,
Yo,
she's looking
you
around.
different.
she's looking around for her apartments, and she came across one, but it was way out of her price range. It was like double what she could afford. So I was like, you know, this is really nice. I want you to be able to stay here. I want to be able to pull up and stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you afford? And I'll split it. I'll pay the rest. So
Right.
I ended up doing that, and I was like, yo, whatever happens, and I want the people's advice on this too, because I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. I am the
So basically, bruh, I said whatever happens in this relationship for the next year, I'm committed to paying this rent.
You're a year by year guy. You committed to the NBA year by year. You committed to your woman year by year.
Because I'm like, I don't know if we're
1 year
gonna be together. I
contract.
don't know if this is my wife. I don't know if it's not. So I'm like, okay, for this next year, I got you. Whatever happens, we could break up. I got you for this next year. I'll split rent with you.
You going into it with the wrong mindset though.
I know, but bro, I don't know. I just didn't know. So then we end up breaking up 5-6 months into the rent. And basically that's where I'm at now, where I'm like, man, do I keep helping her out, or is it cooked? Because she's not my girlfriend anymore, but I gave her my word. But at the end of the day, it's
What
like,
did she? How did the relationship end?
because of me.
Yes.
If it was because of her, but because it was because of me.
What did you do? Accountability moment, brother to brother. What did you do that fucked this shit up? halfway into the year paying her
She
rent.
probably gonna be hearing this too, huh?
Do it, bro. Come on.
Absolutely.
She definitely gonna be
But share
hearing
your
this.
truth. Why did y'all break up?
Well, first of all, to any girl that I've ever hurt, I apologize.
Should have did that face.
That's a terrible apology, but continue going.
Oh,
This part of the reason he's celibate right now. I want to hear this story, man.
yeah, but it was because of me, bro. It was the same thing as well. Actually, we weren't technically boyfriend and girlfriend at the
All right, man. I've heard enough. I heard enough. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dissect this thing, man. I've heard enough. This dude playing childish games. Just admit if you were wrong. Just go ahead and admit it. Like what are we doing, man? Like if you effed up, be man enough to admit that you effed up. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna apologize to somebody, do it face to face. Don't do it on a damn podcast. I don't think you don't. What old girl said that you don't mean that's Yvette on baby boy. You don't mean that's.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all
And
go though. I'm gonna let y'all go and then I'll chime in afterward.
mhm.
Okay. Well, well, I'm still keen in my skills on like reading people and reading the room. So I almost feel like I still need more of it.
Mm.
Um, but during this the bit that we did see, I thought that the host was being kind of I would just say like the bad guy, and I thought that the athlete, yeah, athlete, right?
Yeah, I think a basketball player.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that the athlete was actually on to something, but with the whole beating around the bush about him not being beating around the bush of him not telling what he did, then it's just like, so like what happened? Like
Yeah.
yeah, like you are not being an adult about the situation. Yeah, because I was all for him when he was like he was splitting the rent because he wanted to see if they were really for him and not just because of who he is and what his status was.
Mhm.
Um so yeah, I think personally for me I would need a little bit more to kind of give a little bit more.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I
Go
see
ahead.
where
3D.
I see where you at. Here's the thing. I don't know. Have y'all ever played the game Life? You know, the board game Life. And if you, for those that have not, basically, you know, it's a board game. It goes back probably 40, 50 years. But every individual player chooses whatever route they want to choose, and it all depends on, you know, the rolling of the die or the dice. And they do here and they go here, and then sometimes you get in a predicament. And you're like, oh man, let me pull this card. Oh man, all right, well let me go the entertainer route, and then some may go the doctor route. Some may go this, but depending on which route you choose, you have to go in that direction. So let's say you chose the doctor route. Well, that route is going to be a long route when the person entertainer route is going to be a short route, and you're going to be feeling good about the entertainer route because you be like, wow, the entertainer, he getting through the whole game and I'm doing this whole thing. Man, maybe I chose the wrong route. Well, in order to be a doctor, you have to do all of those years of, like, you know, 8 years being going through school and this and the other, while the entertainer can pick up a guitar or whatever and make it happen, or go pick a basketball or football, whatever. So my thing is, when you play the game called Life, it is so realistic that we didn't even know how realistic it was. To the point where right now, my man making $200 million, he's an entertainer. His entertainment field is basketball. But because he chose that route, he had to do all the practicing. He had to do all the hard work to become that basketball player, to get through college, to get to the NBA, to get the contract. So therefore, he had to sacrifice the me time. He had to sacrifice the we time if you're trying to meet with someone. So now he has the bag, and now he's going back and want to get the love to share the bag with, and he can't trust it because the people, these women that's out in these streets, they after your bag too, but you don't know how to decipher which one for the bag, which one trying to get the bag, or which one can just be a part of it and can get the bag automatically anyway. So that's where he's at right now. He chose this route. Nothing wrong with the route that you choose. And in the game called Life, there's no wrong route. It's your route. But there are different sacrifices that comes with it. There are different compromises that come with it, and that's just what it is. Um, when you, I have a song that I got called "Ass Backwards," right?
Mhm.
And this is just from my perspective. I feel that I could have been in the music industry some 34, 35 years ago. I ran into Easy E. He, got the number of the Ruthless Records. Ice T took my portfolio, all this type of stuff. So I got stories in the book and the movie that talks about it. So my point is this right here. I believe in the beginning of this journey that we have called life, everything is predestined, meaning we already lived it. We're just seeing it now. But we already live what we're doing. All our choices have already been made. We're just walking through it right now. So I believe that God asks us how you want to do what you want to do. I also believe in some cases you get caught up in a scenario where you ask backwards. So you understand what I'm saying? I'm 3D, so everything I say is three dimensional, right? So of course you hear ass backwards because so if you ask backwards, you might be ass backwards. You see what I'm getting at? So sometimes we chase the money and then want to try to find the love. Some people get the love and then they come into the money. So in some cases, if that's what you're choosing, do what you do and you get what you get. Like I say, get what you get, don't have a fit. But you can't be into, I spent my whole life after this profession and now I'm caught up in who I'm going to share it with and it's hard to pick and I don't know who I can trust, and now I ain't gonna pay a number half the rent to see if this is the method of finding out if she won for me. Man, you better off doing the Cinderella glass slipper stuff to see who fit this damn shoe than trying to go do something like that. That's crazy. So my point is, sometimes when you ask backwards, you ask backwards. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, it is what it is at this point. So, but that ain't the method on trying to find out who's for you.
Mhm.
That just ain't it. Yeah, yeah. You might as well
Facts.
get on one of the bachelor shows if that's what you're trying to do.
Pop the balloon and find love. Now let me stop. What I would say to kind of wrap this up is, again, I just listen for like key things, right? One of the things that he was saying was about he made what $200 million. I thought it was 200K. It say 200 mil.
Yeah, 200
That's a
million.
whole nother ballpark. And,
Contract.
and he said that he was paying that young half of that young lady's rent. You
Right.
made a commitment. Y'all know I'm big on that stuff. If it comes out of your mouth, you say anything out of your mouth, I believe, and I've always believed, shout out to all the men in my life, your word is your bond. As a
Absolutely.
man, your word is your bond. If you say something, fam, you gonna do it
Yeah,
or you
that's what
gonna
it is.
die trying. Like there is honestly nothing that's really gonna separate you from the rest of the men on this earth besides your word. Either you're gonna tell the truth or you're gonna be a liar. Choose one. So I've always chose anything that came out of my mouth, that thing is always gonna be locked in. If I say I got you, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I got you. If I got it, you got it. And
That's
so
right.
he asked the panel a question like, I'm kind of confused by this. I know what I said, like, bro, that's it. Like, no, first of all, you make 200 mil. If you say you're gonna pay her rent or half of her rent for up to a year, that thing should have already been paid. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and pay my debts. Anybody that know when I got introduced to my mentor, shout out to my to one of my mentors. I don't know if he would really want me to give his name away, but he was introduced to me by my dad. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Okay.
say Ellis. Ellis at I ain't gonna give his job title away, but I met
Oh,
Ellis at a bank. Yeah, I met Ellis at a bank, and he gave me one of my first and my second loan. My first loan was like a little $300 loan or whatever, like a little starter loan, and then the next one was a car, the Dodge Charger. That was like my dream car that I wanted at the time, and so he looked out for me. He was like, if you're anything like your dad, I know I ain't got to worry about it. I know this bill is not only gonna get paid, but it's gonna get paid before time.
yeah.
And I end up paying my car off. It was like maybe a 4 or 5 year, but I end up paying it off in like a year and some change. I'm talking about I do not like owing anybody. Again, if we sign that contract, I make a commitment. I say I'm gonna do something. Trust and believe that thing is gonna be paid beforehand. And so to this
Yeah,
guy, man, that's the only thing that I would say that's honestly lacking from this new generation that's coming up. They don't understand the importance of commitment. They don't understand the importance of your word. Your word is everything. And if I can say
everything.
anything to the youth today, man, take that from anything else that I've said. I would think that I actually move, by example when it comes to that.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa.